Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rizky, and I am here is the delegation for my team, which is Seni Destia, Wiji Nurastuti, Ayume Lestari. And here I will show the presentation about increase the financial literacy skill of the small and medium-sized enterprise or SME through game-based learning. So in this presentation I will divide into 5 sections. In the first phase is research background, the second is research problem, research question, methodology, and also the result. Research background, we conduct about the data and report from International World Bank or the World Bank. Indonesia experienced significant economic growth in 2017, namely only 5.2%. In other hand, OJK, which is the financial government survey conducted in 2014 revealed only 22%, almost 24% Indonesian citizen understood about financial literacy, and also only about 16% among SME owner like that. So we create the research problem. The first is low literacy financial decision can lead to economic failure, so education and could potentially lead to economic failure, so education about financial literacy was needed. The second is, however, when financial literacy education is provided through seminar or workshops only describe the subject, so many people find it is boring method like that. So we think about the research. So I have the citation in the paper, but in this presentation I only speak about the the content like that. So we have the research question. The first is, this research interests about the effect of the board game Muara Queen. So we create the board game about financial literacy. So we measure the effect, the literacy, knowledge, and ability to manage the money for the SME owner like that. Okay, so the next is research roadmap. Figure 2, this figure show chart that show the researchers took the research. I think we have long journey. The first, we conduct the survey due to the lack of financial literacy. So after we know the problem, so we create the process. We have the 3 process. The first is game-based learning. The second is about how to conduct the financial literacy skill to the game-based learning, and also financial literacy like that. So the process, from the 3 process, there is the result, interesting learning, and also there is a board game. Basically board game, there is a good potential material or media and used in Europe and also in America. But in Asia, specifically Indonesia, there is maybe 3 or 5 years there is the potential for potential growth like that. And the output, we have the financial literacy knowledge and financial management ability for SMA, and perhaps we can have an outcome is about economic success for the output like that. Okay, so there is the overview of the board game. We will play the role of investor in a floating market in Indonesia. So there is a Muara Queen in Banjarmasin, which is the south of Kalimantan. So we have many businesses, and we can collect the money and buy shopping cart and also etc. like that. So this is the market because the floating market. So after we collect the money, we can buy some card like this. So this is the player area. This is the peon like that, yeah. So there is a bank and also a money. Each turn, a player can only choose one action following two options. Action A is move pawn to earn money. So if we have here, we can have some money from here like that. Or the action B, we can purchase one shopping cart from the shopping cart deck, which is this is okay. So the red card fulfill basic need of life. So the owner can buy such electronics, so they can buy car like that. This basically for 60% for the life. So the blue card is content about a need long-term such as housing, children education, religious need, and also investment, which is 30% like that, yeah. And the last, the green card is life risk security card, also called insurance, which is 10% portion like that. So basically in the game they can balance about how they can spend the money. The purple card is about the event, which is there is some effect for the rest of the player. There is a discount, there is a what we can do, a disaster like that, yeah. So the goal of the game, at the end of the game, loyal player add up the point from the shopping cart. So they add this sum the value in the card. So the player with the highest number of the point will be the winner like that. Okay, so the methodology we use the quantitative and qualitative methods. And the quantitative, we use the pirate variable, which is independent variable is board game Queen, and also dependent variable is knowledge about financial literacy with Y. So we have 13 people if SME in Yogyakarta, and also we collect it with the questionnaire. So there is a 10 question. So if they correct right, the point is 10, and if the correct is the answer is wrong, the score is 0. So after that we process it using the SPSS in the statistic, and also we use the data analysis, normality test, homogeneity test, and also comparison test, t-test. Okay, this is the questionnaire. The first is about financial literacy skill. So the second, where can I invest? So this is true and false, and also there is an ABCD questionnaire like that. So there is a 10 like this, mention the step of good financial planning. So this is about the knowledge about the financial literacy in their daily business like that. So this is the result. The first, we conduct the normality test by using standard significant 5%. If use Kolmogorov and Simorov test, obtaining the value statistic test and pause is 0.1 and 16, and also in the pretest 0.1 and 58 like that. So is H is 0 and the significance is 1, 0.0 and 62. The test it because of significance is more than this is the point is in this and also in his more than 1 more than 0 and 0.5, so it's 0 is accepted. So overall like that. So after that The instrument of the pretest and post-test used to measure the financial literacy knowledge of the public was neither too hard nor too easy. This is balance, normal. Okay, so the next we conduct the test of homogeneity by using standard of significance 5%. So there is significant is also 0.177 because of the value more than 0 and 0.5 based on criteria decision, its 0 is accepted. So for this we can conclude that two data set are homogeneous or have the same varieties, and the next test can be done. Okay, so this is the last test, t-test. From the t-test we can see if the variance is equal, like that, yeah? So the significant is 0.18 and also significant two-tailed is 0.00. So after that we can see there is the significant difference. So we can see the pretest and post-test. So before they play the board game, we have a pretest. So after that they play the board game and also they conduct the post-test. The average score in the pretest is 64 and also the post-test is 78. So we can see there is a significant increase in knowledge about financial literacy. So after that we conduct the qualitative study for make sure is it relevant or this is really significant or not, like that. So we choose 5% to be interviewed. Based on finding in interview, they all agree that Mora Queen is fun to play. The first one is that. So the second, the board game can help develop financial literacy knowledge, and also they can practice and also can decide what must buy or must not, like that. So they also remember to always divide the money in 3 categories, like that. Okay, the conclusion is the game-based learning, which is the Mora Queen, is very effective. So we can see from the normality test and also homogeneity and the last example t-test using SPSS 20. So we can use standard significant 5% and there is the significant difference. So this is can be done with we can see in post-test and also pre-test. There is significant increase from 64 to 78 point, like that. So the last conclusion from the qualitative study, from the interview, there is benefit for they can learn about knowledge in financial literacy and remember to always divide the money into 3 categories. So that is from me. Thank you so much. So basically this research is founded by Indonesian Ministry of Education and Research Company research the ministry in 2022. So this is the matching fund, the collaboration between University Amikom of Yogyakarta and also NASMA office. NASMA office is companies in specific in training and also empowerment SME in the city of Yogyakarta. Thank you so much. That is the quote I can close for this presentation. It is not about having a lot of money. It is knowing how to manage it. Thank you so much and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.